ladies and gentlemen. What? Welcome back to my channel. We are on the canola oil farm, brutally working our way through September. I got to see, it's like I got all these farms going. I got to figure out where I'm at deadline-wise. Let's see. Canola has to be planted today. Great. So we got a lot of work cut ahead of us. We're going to keep it at 1x time speed. And I am back. This will be my first stream and only stream probably this weekend. I'll be back on Monday. But doing an earlier in the day stream today as I have energy. Been feeling better. Yesterday was the first day that I actually had a full day where I did not go to bed halfway through the day. So that was nice to actually function on a human level and not just be tired all the time. For those of you that didn't know, I've had COVID for the past 10 days or so, and my wife also has it, and we have been pretty much in a cave of misery, coughing, tiredness, and it is nice to be alive and be back doing the channel. So I figured I'd do some streaming this afternoon. I got some new SnowRunner episodes going up on YouTube, along with this content, along with some other farm content that I've been trying to put up there. Hey, TR Summers. Yeah. Yep, we had the Omicron. And it was, it could have been worse. I will say that. I've got a couple friends who were really sick with it, not with Omicron, but with Delta in the hospital. So I'm glad ours was not the bad one, but it still took several days, many days, to get through it. And in some ways, my wife and I are still feeling the effects, including still congested chests and still tired, but definitely more energy than even 2 days ago. So, yeah, it's been interesting. So, yeah, I'm glad to be feeling better, man. Oh, no, we lost all of our subscribers while I was gone. Dang it. I kind of knew that would happen. I was a little bit bummed. I said to my wife, like Thursday, I think, I was like, said it every day. I was like, oh, no. Like Twitch is going to go down the tubes. Wow, that's crazy, TR Summers. Now, that probably was the Delta variant. It seems like Omicron, from what people are saying, is a lot easier. So, you said not again. I know. It is what it is. We do Twitch for fun. Hey, what's up, Flying Burrito? That's right. So, we're going to be on early today. I'm expecting, hopefully, to be on for an hour or two. And then we'll continue again on Monday back to our normal schedule. Though I may be doing some day streams too. It just depends on what I'm working on. I think I'm probably going to start. I'm trying that new Farm Builder series. I got to get the channel up and going a little bit better. Hey, Summer, thank you. There you go, Red Alpha. Worked out perfectly, right? And good to see you, Mr. Waking. Yeah, so I'm hoping that, hey, Gwen. Mr. Micah said he's been enjoying playing Farm Sim with you. It's from the vid. That's hilarious. What's up, Angelina? I know, they are running out. Got to bump the subs. That's right. But, yeah, so I have been, I think we're going to start doing a series where I create farms. And then I'll make them downloadable so people can download them. So I'll start on Elm Creek, and I did that little horse farm video if you guys didn't see it on YouTube. And I don't know that one's going to do real well because I don't think people are super interested in the horses. And I think also the horses are not worth very much in the game anymore. They used to be like $50,000 when you sold them, but now I think like 5,000 is like the max. So I think it was just a right place, right time thing, Mr. Summers. Oh, you guys had? Yeah, we had a little bit of snow too. Not much, maybe like a 1/16 of an inch. Yeah, we're actually, Mr. Mike and I are going to be doing some recording later tonight of Railroads Online. So yes, we will be doing more Railroads Online. Now we'll bring it back to streaming. I'm not sure when, probably this following week. But we will also be streaming Railroads Online again. I'm hoping to grow that community a little bit too, having a bunch of people join us. I have 3 train engines now and 3 different trains that need to run all the time to keep the operation going. And I've just got me and Mr. Micah that ever play it, so we need more people on there. Glad to be back, Zudis. Tell you what, glad to be alive. Yeah, like I said, mostly I was tired. I didn't really feel so I got it the day after Christmas, kind of started feeling sick on Christmas. And was like, oh, great. And so the day after Christmas is when it really hit hard. And I had well, thank you. Thank you, Angelina. You said, but I cheat. So I had a fever for 3 days or 4 days. It was pretty bad. Like, I was feeling pretty low for 4 days straight. Sore, like hips, sore knees, like just excruciatingly painful from the fever. And then congestion and stuff, but nothing really terrible. I will say that for the first couple days after it was over, everything just tasted like salt. And it still kind of does. Like my taste buds are messed up, which is normal. So I bet, Luca. I mean, Ohio can be like Norway at times for a much shorter period. I think, yes, I do know who I got it from, TR Summers. I'm not going to broadcast that, though. But, yeah, it was a kid, and it wasn't really their fault. But I know exactly where it came from. Anyway, he came in the room and started coughing and sneezing, and I'm like, I think your kid's sick. Like, maybe we shouldn't be here. And it was, no, I do not. I'm assuming it was Omicron from reading different people's experiences with different variants. It sounds exactly like Omicron with what we got. So, but he definitely had tested positive for it, and so, that we have it. So, not COVID, just a regular cold. I know that's going around too. So, let's see. He said puts down his pitchfork. Yeah, parts are really hard to get. I mean, if you have a micro center in town, if you frequent it like daily, you will run into parts eventually. But the video card's the hard one to get. Processors, memory, motherboards, they're a little bit easier. Yeah, me too. Me too, Captain. Mr. Cool Guy. Captain Cool Guy. So right now what we're doing is we're prepping our fields for next year. I was going to speed up time, and then I realized we have to plant canola today. So I've got to get these fields plowed. I got to get the rocks picked and then planted. The nice thing is when we pick the rocks, it'll count as a layer of cultivation. So then we can plant directly to that. So what's up, JC? Oh, there we go. Oh, for under 250. That's not bad. I remember when a really good video card was 250. Dang it, man. What's up, JC? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do more of those farms. Probably starting tomorrow. Now, I will probably stream the build portion of it, and then obviously I'll make a second video just to regale the release. But I think people are saying, somebody pointed out, they're like, hey, if you video it and show it to us, then the people that are on console that can't download the save file, they can still copy what I do and build the farm themselves. So I think that that's a really neat idea. The downside is there are, we're going to have to get into a saving ritual, because if you don't save at just the right times, you can really screw things up and then have to start over from scratch. I actually built my first cattle farm and made one small mistake, and it led to like a whole bunch of mistakes, and then I couldn't recover the farm, and I wish I would have saved right before I had laid that building down. So we're going to have to get into like a save schedule so that I don't screw things up, but it should be fun. I don't know about fit yet, Wide Boy. I walked across the street to give my neighbor a package because the Amazon brought it to my house by mistake, and by the time I got back, I was like, no, that's how they do it, yeah. They're like, you have a cold, go home. Yeah, so I'm hoping we're going to test today and see how it goes. Happy New Year, by the way, Sue. And yes, Happy New Year, everybody. I didn't get to tell anybody Happy New Year because I was sick pretty much from the day after Christmas on. I've just started feeling good today, so. You said that's how I breathe when there's cake involved. So today's a test. We're going to definitely see if we can get an hour done and maybe possibly 2 hours of streaming. We'll just have to see how my voice holds up. As you can hear, I still do have it in my chest, so I am congested. Yeah, it would be really nice if they had an undo button. Just like Photoshop, like 12. I think Photoshop holds 50 things in the buffer. So. Oh, did you find them all, Captain Cool Guy? What was it, $1 million when you were all said and done? Cake? Where? Yeah, I haven't had cake for days, man. I didn't even get a birthday cake. Oh, well. We had Christmas cookies instead, and those were good. So, thanks, Angelina. I was going to swear off coffee, but I just couldn't. So I'm having small glasses. 1 small glass of coffee a day, and I'm having it right now, and it's making me happy. You know, honestly, this field is not taking as long as I thought it would. We're over halfway done. Now we just have to do that little field on the other side there. And then we're planting canola. So 100,000, so $1 million then altogether, right? So because 10 sets, $100 million. I know. My birthday was kind of a dud this year, but then my wife surprised me the day after my birthday. She came home with a giant Kobe Tiger tank, which I haven't built yet. For those of you that don't know what Kobe is a Polish company that makes their own like generic Legos, almost like Mega Block but better. My experience with Mega Block is that they fall apart. But in general, the Kobe stuff seems to be just as well made as the Lego stuff. But the cool thing about Kobe is that they are willing to do things that Lego won't. So they have everything from German like Tiger tanks to Russian T-34-85s and British Centurion tanks. They basically do all the World War II tanks and aircraft and vehicles. Ships. I've got a huge, and I haven't built it yet either. I got the battleship Yamato in my garage. It's probably about 3.5 or 4 feet long, and it's a Lego battleship Yamato, but it's made by Kobe. So anyway, my wife got me a big Tiger tank, a King Tiger. So it was the Tiger 2 in the desert camo, and I'm super excited to build it. But I haven't had a chance yet. I got Rudy too. I don't know if you guys know the Rudy tank. It's a T-34 76M, I think. So yeah, no, this is spelled C-O-B-I. What was the other name, Angelina? So I know which one. Like, I'm sure you've been around for a while. It'd be good to know. Yeah, they are. Lego is super expensive, and the Kobe's are a little bit cheaper too. That is the nice thing. They are probably about half the cost. So, yeah, it's Barbie and Star Wars. Thanks, Angela. Angelina. Is it Angela? That's not the right name. Dad joke for the win, right? Kobe beefsteaks. Oh, okay, there we go. Josh 21681. No, he didn't. He didn't, Gwen. Tell me about it. Yeah, Mr. Mike and I had a very long recording session yesterday. We played SnowRunner for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then went on and played we just played, didn't record Railroads Online. We were kind of haven't played for a while, so we were kind of going through the different things that have changed. Yeah, okay, good. All right, Angelina. No, he didn't, Gwen. So what happened? Regale us with your tale, yes. Gotta watch the train. Whoa, that's crazy, Gwen. Oh my gosh. That would not be fun. Why did he pull a knife on you? Was he... Oh, he was having a bad day. Weird. You're like, dude, why don't you go do that at home? It's cool, but don't need to do that here. Yeah, that would be totally scary. Where do you work, Gwen? Like, what type of place? I remember the Space Legos, Cromwell. I had the original, man, I'm an old kid, you know, like, I had the original Lego castles back when the castles were yellow. And the knights, the shields, you had to put stickers on them. And then they came out with their second edition where the castles were like, are gray. So, you said I'd take for 1,000, I'd poop myself. Oh my gosh, at an emergency room, yikes. Yeah, see how many times I can get smacked by the train while I'm plowing? That's crazy, man. And I remember the original Lego Spaceman kit. Yep, same thing. You had to put stickers on. Like, they had badges that they would wear. Some of them had them printed, and some of them they were stickers. But I like the original space kits. I think if I remember right, like, blue was like the primary spaceship color. Like, it had whites and blues. And they had like a moon lander kit, and they had like a little... had like a control room and stuff. Man, I love those. Those are so much fun. Yeah, I actually have down the basement, Red Alpha. I've got a box like with a huge, and I think it must be 2 kits that I put together as a teenager, but it's a huge of the Gray series Lego castles it was in my mom's basement from when I was a kid, and I had built it and then put it in my box. And it stayed down there all those years. And so when I was cleaning out my mom's house, I found that box, and I was like, oh my gosh, like my Lego castle from when I was a teenager, or like a preteen. And so I have all that down the basement with all the shields and the blue guys with the Falcon shields and stuff. Like, yeah, we found a modern one. John's telling me he said if I let him build it, I don't have to get him a Christmas present. That's what I told him. I said, no, I'll get you your own. It's fine. But I'm going to take him to the toy store. Hopefully this weekend, actually. So he can pick out a Kobe kit. Or a Lego kit. He likes the Lego Minecraft stuff. The downside is they always get... Okay, so when we had the puppies when they were little, for whatever reason, Hermione would push our... Like, literally, she would push the ottoman over to the dresser where I kept the Legos. And she would get up there and knock them down. Like, she liked to push the thing over and then knock the Legos down. So the kids' Legos were all on the bottom shelf. And she has done more Lego damage than, like, probably hundreds of dollars of Lego damage by knocking kits over and spreading the pieces all over the floor. Oh, that dog. Yeah, they do collect a lot of dust. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, my wife got the London bus. We put that together. My son Seth and I put that together. It's upstairs. And I have an SU-100. I wonder if I have that picture on my phone, if I could show you guys what it looks like. It's so cool. Where's my phone, honey? It's in my pocket? No. I don't know. was gonna say I could text it, email it to myself. I could show you a picture of what the Kobe SU-100 looks like. I don't. You guys know what an SU-100 is? I know some of you will. It's basically during World War II to save money. Both the Russians and the Germans came up with tank destroyers. They basically would take the bottom half of a regular tank and then put a larger gun into it. So the Hetzer, the Jagdpanzer, the SU-100, they were an SU-100 is actually a T-34-85 with no turret, and then they put a big 100-millimeter gun on the front of it, and so the tank would just sit in the bushes and wait for other tanks to come along. And since it didn't have a turret, it could carry a much bigger gun, and they would use those tank destroyers to destroy tanks. So, the Soviets had a whole series of Su-85, Su-100, Su-76 turretless tank destroyers. And so I got the Lego model of the 100Y, or the 100, and it's really cool. Ring, yeah, I'll get it in a second. Let me hire a worker. I'll be right back, guys. Just hold on for 1 sec. I'll go grab my phone. Wifey Plu. I used to play World of Tanks, yes. My channel actually started, Kiriko. My first 5,000 subs were on YouTube with World of Tanks, and then I started playing Farm Sim, and that kind of took the channel over. But I haven't played it in 2 or 3 years. I kind of got to the point where I just burned out one day, and I couldn't play it anymore. And I've tried to go back a couple times, but I just never can bring myself to play it. So let me see if I can find the picture here that I took. The dogs had destroyed one of my wife's Lego kits, so I used it as a backdrop for the tank. So I'm going to send these pictures to myself, and then I'll show them to you. He bonks Red Alpha. Let's see here, man. There it is. Yeah, I like World of Warships. Now, what I find with World of Warships, yeah, I do play it. I actually play World of Warships just the co-op mode. I just go in there, and I've got a bunch of ships, and I just have fun playing whatever ships, being stupid and having a good time in co-op mode. No pressure, and that's why I like World of Warships. It is a lot slower paced and just a lot more fun, I think. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I'm going to Facebook this to myself, to my news feed. Sure. Hang on 1 second. The invasion of Hogwarts. No wizards were hurt in the filming of this post. Okay, so I'm going to post it on Facebook, and then I'll show you. I can't post it to my Facebook group. They won't let me do that. Hey, what's up, Siphon? Yeah, 17 is great. It really was. So, long-time SL friend. So that's cool. What's SL? Yeah, I'm feeling much better, Cameo. Thank you. I don't even know what the Jumptown event is. I don't do any combat at all in Star Citizen. So you will not have seen me doing anything in Jumptown because I think it's all combat, isn't it? Like, I don't even have a ship that really has any guns on it or anything. I don't. Hang on, let me see if I can get this up for you. Second Life. Oh. All right. So it rezzed it down, but hang on a second. Okay, so how do I do this? I'm going to do that. That's the wrong screen. Yeah, you guys can see yourselves. Now I need to go here, display capture. And I want display number 0. There we go. All right. So here's a picture. Yes, I did, Tech Junkie. It was bad. All right. So here's a picture right there. This is the SU-100 destroying Hogwarts Castle. And you can see here, basically, it's a T-34-85 chassis with a huge gun mounted into the body of the tank. That's what a tank destroyer is. And this is a 100mm cannon, which is why it's called an SU-100. And so there you go. And there's the guy screaming out the top as we take Hogwarts. It becomes ours. Yes. So that is my Kobe kit. And that thing is awesome. I love it. That Lego guy is about the size of a regular Lego guy. So that gives you an idea of scale. I'm going to take back over for this driver. And I still have my Massey Ferguson clothes on my dude. I need to change that. So yes. Yes, tank. They need wards in the castle for the tanks. Oh, man, you didn't get off work? What? That's illegal, isn't it? Like, I don't, yeah, my wife's employer did that for the first, 3 days of her being sick. They made her go into work. And then I think somebody got them in trouble. And, 2 or 3 other people came down with it while she was working there. And so then the boss was, texting her saying, hey, why don't you stay home for the rest of the week? So my wife's off until Monday. Oh, that's kind of fun, though. So are you talking about those little presents, Finney? Like the little, boy, $19,000 a package? That's crazy. I just do mining. That's all. I just go off there. I don't even leave. I stay at, I shouldn't tell my secrets, but I have Binpin gave me a prospector last year. And so I just take the prospector out from ARC 1, ARC L1, I think is what it's called. It's the Dream Station or whatever. Yeah, it's ARC L1. And I just go and mine in the mine field that's right there. And I get borax and bexolite. And between those two, I make about $500,000 a cargo run, but it takes a week or two for me to build up enough for a full cargo ship. So I prospect it, I refine it, and then I put it into my Freelancer Max. And once the Freelancer Max is full, yeah, I pull down about $500,000 for a single load. It's kind of a scary trip always, because I usually go to Area 18 to sell it, and it's kind of frightening when I'm making that trip because I'm afraid of losing it, but that's what I do. So anything's legal till you get caught. That sucks though, Tech. Ugh. I just slept. I don't know how you made it into work. I just slept and slept and slept and slept. Oh, the drug, okay, so they're illegal. They're illegal drugs, aren't they? So if you get caught, if you get scanned or whatever, you'll get attacked. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, Tech Junkie. I didn't play games for the first 8 or 9 days. I didn't start playing video games until this week. I had to kind of slowly get my way back into it. Those recording sessions with Farm Sim were the first things that I did when I came back. So, and then I slowly worked my way back into it. But, until yesterday, I really didn't play much. So, did a lot of TV watching and a lot of sleeping. It's funny, Red Elf. I'll be like, hey, did you know that you've been on for 9 hours? Man, I hope that's not the case. Everything tastes like salt, but already I'm starting to get my taste back, so hopefully it won't be that long, but dang. Oh, you're doing it for the authorities. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Ugh. I don't want to get shot or killed. I try not to die in that game. Yeah, right. That's all I can take. Everything just tastes like salt. Right. Yeah. Yep. Okay, good. So that's what I had too. Yeah. When I got I wasn't hungry for like 4 or 5 days. Like there was no. I was like, I'm not even interested in food. And then all of a sudden, like I think it was it Tuesday this week, honey, that I had Arby's? Like that was your last day at work was Tuesday, right? Yeah, I had Arby's on Tuesday. All of a sudden, I was like, dang, I'm hungry. I need to eat like right now. And I went to Arby's and had 2 sandwiches. And about halfway through the second one, I'm like, dang, this just tastes like salt. It's like, oh, it's ruined. But I got halfway through the second sandwich before I noticed. Because I was so hungry because I hadn't eaten for like 3 days. I love Farm Sim 22. I would never go back and play the other ones. I will say this, though. It's definitely a lot more difficult to make money than previous versions of Farm Sim. I feel like, except for the silage bales. So if you're willing to make silage bales your primary source of income, you'll make good money and you'll make a lot of it. If you have, so for example, on my Swiss farm, now, even without redoing the grass, I'm making about $300,000 every time I mow. And that happens 4 times a year, I think you can mow. So I'm getting like almost $1 million or over $1 million a year just mowing the grass on those 2 large fields. But other than that, if you're doing crop farming or animals or anything like that, it's really hard to make money on this version of the game. So I don't know. I'm really liking it, but it is different than the other versions. You don't since you only get 1 crop a year, it's definitely, different. So I love Arby's. Oh god, I love Arby's. The no smell is great. Licking doorknobs. Oh, you'll get it again. Oh, he loves you. Yes? Hi, Alfie. What did Pedro say? Pedro said when he had it, he could taste sweet and taste salt. You couldn't differentiate anything. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I didn't have it that bad. Like, it didn't hit me that hard that I couldn't tell the difference between, like, Pepsi and stuff. But, yeah, I know. Arby's is kind of salty. I do agree with that, but... Oh, no. So the bread doesn't make good money? Ugh. So you'd say my French farm is going to be a failure? Yeah. There you go, Tech Chunky. Yeah, you have to have a bunch of... I think it's the matter of having different things going. So, well, good. That's good to know. I feel like I haven't really gotten that far, though, either. If you think about the farms that I have, I'm still only in the first year of most of my farms. So, yeah, we're going to be doing some rock picking. But the good news is we shouldn't have any weeds because we plowed. So, well, that's true too, Sue. That is true. Peak price in January. For most things, yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, on hard, it seems like it's not easy to make money at all. It's not so bad on the medium and easy mode, but yeah, silage is OP. I do agree with that, for sure. I'm a glutton for punishment. Those are going to bug me forever, but what are you going to do? I'm just going to leave it. So did you guys have good Christmases and all that stuff? Hopefully you guys had a nice break between Christmas and the New Year. Had a couple days off work and relaxed. We definitely did. Not planned, but... Oh, that's not too bad. 90 grand. I mean, that's not bad. I'd be happy with that. Now, but that's on, what mode is that? Is that on easy or is that on hard mode? Because on hard mode, I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, we did too. It's kind of a thin year. My ex. What did she say? Oh, that sucks, Cameo. Uncle Joe has pneumonia and or COVID. Ew. Violet will be here in a moment. Currently unemployed. Ugh. What, baby? Uncle Joe. Cat's uncle in Kansas. He's a really nice guy. Older. I know Ron had it. Let's see. Hard is actually hard now. I wonder how the furniture manufacturing is. I saw Daggerman was doing that on one of his series, and I thought, boy, that looks interesting. Probably still not too much money, but as long as you're doing everything, you probably can make money. Ooh, that's awesome. That's not bad at all in hard mode. Where did you cut the lumber from? Like, did you buy a piece of land that had lumber, or what did you? How did you do that, Cameo? We're getting close to being done on this field. Now we got to do the other one. Closer, a good money maker. It's got to be. You'd have to. Christmas Tree Farm. You would have to do the clothing. You'd have to do cotton. I don't think you could do it with just sheep because the sheep produce wool so slowly, and their pen, you know, like for the big pen, it's $80,000. So one pen isn't going to do it. You're going to have multiple sheep pens making wool. So, yes, baby? Where? Oh. Looks like eczema. Maybe dry skin. So it's not worth it, Vinny? It's probably one of those things that if you have, once again, if you have the resources to buy more land and continue producing other things along with it, then, you know, you start to make money. I think with this game, it's going to be a matter of diversification. So you have a bunch of different things going. You can't just have, like in this case, we have just canola. Well, we're going to have to grow to something else eventually because we're not going to make just enough. So. Also, maybe they're all slow. Okay, so you get a cotton harvest contract, you get plenty. Okay, one sheep pen is enough. Oh, it's good to know. Okay. Yes, honey. Why is that? Because he's so gentle? Cotton and wool would be tough. Let's see, the spinnery is very limited capacity. Can't keep up with the tailor's needs. Ah, so you need 2 spinneries. But you could do that. Like I was thinking, honestly, when we get our first, I'm thinking about building a second oil facility because it produces so slow. If we have 2 of them going, we can produce our stuff quicker. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes over the year. If it gets through the whole amount that we've put in it, then, you know, But if it doesn't, then it might be worth building a second one. Look at all those rocks. Look at how many rocks came up there. It's a plethora. Your grain mill full. This has gone very well. So what we spent, we've been here for 40 minutes. And I think last time we spent about 40 minutes. So really about an hour and a half to get this whole field plowed. That's not too bad. So five planks for one furniture. I know you can do that on this map. It'd be kind of cool to see if you could take advantage of that. But once again, I think you'd have to come into it and just go straight for lumber. Like, I don't know. I haven't found anything that makes great money yet. But that's also, now we're playing on normal mode here, so we should be able to make some decent money from our oil. So I do when I'm going back and forth, but in this case, since I'm going across Red Alpha, I'm making a big loop, so then I don't turn the plow because I'm going on both sides of it. I was turning the plow until I got to this point in the field. So we're pushing it, well, unrealistically off to one side. I don't use modified plows. See how I'm doing this? So I'm coming around this way and then on this side. Yeah. So I don't have to turn it. Though realistically, you wouldn't plow a field this way unless you did the whole field like that, like starting dead center, pushing one side out, one side in. I think the way farmers do it in real life, they start, like one year they start on the southern side and they push all the dirt north. And then the next year they'll start on the northern side and push all the dirt south. And they'll kind of go back and forth. Unless the field is like on enough of a slant that stuff, like water washes it down to the end of the field, then they always push it back up the field. So I think also they go, depending on where the water flows, they go along it. They don't, how do I explain this? Like they wouldn't run the furrows down a hill. They would run them across the hill. That keeps the water from pouring too fast. If they make chutes, then the water will pour down and it'll destroy the field. So, but I just wanted to get it done. It's a little easier than having to turn at each end. That's right. They want government subsidies. Oh, it's so bad. Look, we're almost done. One more pass, and that should be it. And then we'll move on to the other field, and then we can start picking rocks. I know. Hopefully by sunset, we'll have planted our canola. Next year shouldn't be so much of a rush because I think the canola harvests pretty early in the year, like July. So by September, we should have all the fields turned again. And we won't need to plow next time either, so. Sweet. Thank you, Abaddon. I appreciate that. Mr. Abandon. So it's good to be back again, guys. Hopefully you like the new Legend of Zelda. I haven't really gotten to play around with those too much. I think we've had one stream since I changed all my emoticons. Or not, whatever those are. We now have Link that shows up on the screen rather than a zombie. Elfie baby. He's your dog. Hi, Beaver Town. How are you? Feeling better, my friend. Thank you for asking. Definitely doing better. Babs, can you give me an ice water by any chance? Okay. Thanks. That sounds good, Cameo. All right, so one thing we need to do, we need to go to our wardrobe and change from Massey to New Holland. There we go. Probably the same with the baseball cap. There we go. Now I look more like a fanboy. That's better. I don't know if they have emoticons for console or not. Probably not. Let's see. Should I? Oh, I don't know if you guys saw. I was able to get on, by the way, last time before we played. I think I showed you guys this, but I got that Paint Anywhere mod. I was able to fix our. Should probably fold this up for safety. I was able to paint around our garage, and so you guys can see it's all fixed now. Oh, that's interesting, Gwen. I don't know if I don't know about the console stuff. So see here, here we are. That's right, Beavertown. So here, this garage. I don't know if you guys remember, but before the driveway ended, like about. Hang on, make sure we're off the tracks. There we go. The driveway ended like here, and then there was just grass here, and I couldn't get this to be clear on either side. So now we are actually clear on both sides, and I can pull directly into my garage. And you got to admit, though, this is my first New Holland farm since we've been playing 22. I've been pretty good about not doing New Holland. This is the Twitch farm, though, and I was like, I got to do something New Holland. And besides, New Holland Farm is where my wife and I met, so there's some emotional attachment to our farm. Because that's where we first met. Of course, it was in Europe at the time, but well, baby, we met on New Holland Farm. Remember? No sentiments allowed, huh? She said, "Just shut up." As she laughed and smoking out the back door. This is horrible. So we got a hot tub this year, this summer. And I've used it a lot. Like, I pretty much use it almost every night. Hey, what's up, Party Town? Town. And, and I went, when I got sick the day after Christmas, I couldn't go to the store, obviously. And I ran out of chlorine. You have to put chlorine in it every day. Even if you don't use it, you have to maintain it because it's hot water. And so bacteria will actually start to grow. There will be no hot tub streams. Amaranth, I am not. You have to put a little bit of chlorine in it every day to keep it bacteria free. Well, the store closed, and then they were closed for the entire weekend during New Year's. So when I was finally well enough to go to the store, I couldn't go to the store because they were closed. My hot tub got so gross. Oh, my God. I opened it up, and it was green. I'm like, oh. And thankfully, the next day I was able to get chlorine, and I shocked it, and then I put chlorine in, and I put a lot, like 10 times what I normally put in. And they took care of it, and the water's all clear again now and smelling good. But it was green. I was like, oh God, this is not good. Prepare to die. How's that Oliver mod? That's pretty cool. I need to start branching out to I know they said that County Line is coming. I saw somebody saying that on one of my channels, and then I saw some dude named Clutch or something like that had a live stream on County Line. Huh? No, it wasn't Farmer Klein. It was a guy named Clutch or something. Anyway, he was streaming it, so he has an early release copy somehow, but it looks pretty cool. County Line's one of my favorite maps, and I'm gonna now. I will say that with Elm Creek, I feel like it kind of is like County Line, so I'm not sure the County Line map will offer much different from Elm Creek, but I don't know. I'm excited about it, and I will definitely be making farms on there too. So Clutch Simulation, yeah, that's it. Yeah, he was streaming it earlier today, and I was like, ooh, cool. Lucky. Yeah. Lucky dude got early access to it. There's the train. I'm in the mood for Arby's again. Oh, my God. I got to cook on the grill tonight. I got chicken that needs to be cooked. I suppose I could cook it inside, but I want to smoke it. Oh, that's cool. All right, Cameo. Hey, man, I'm trying to think if you could post the link of how you got it. I don't know if it'll let you or not. It might block you. Yeah, that's true, JC. They got rid of the potato cakes, and that actually, when I go now, I don't get fries anymore. I just get a drink and a sandwich. I'm like, nah, I don't like their fries, and I'm sad that they don't have the potato cakes anymore. That did kind of ruin it for me. But the sandwich is still, I love the sandwich. I'm not sure. County Line might be bigger. I know County Line has a couple fields that are huge. Is it a 4X map? Okay, so it is. These are 1X, right? All right. So County Line would be 4 times bigger. Yeah. I don't know if I would want bigger fields, though. Like, to be honest with you, for a series, like, look how long this is. We have been here talking now for almost an hour, and I'm still plowing my fields. Like, to do a YouTube series on a map like that is really difficult because I spend most of my time not recording and just playing the game, and that's a waste of time. Like, I have to do it, but it's difficult because it's like there's a lot of wasted time. So modhub.us, okay, that works. Yeah, these fields are big enough. Like, these fields to me are huge. Like, this is as big as I would want a field to be. I know it's not realistic. Farmers have much, much larger fields in real life, but this is plenty for me to do. You know, we probably could have sheep. Yeah, we'll see how it goes after I sell off all my oil that I have producing. If I have enough money, maybe I'll buy a sheep pen because we have the space here for, you know, like a little sheep farm right there. Over 2 hours, oh my God. It's great for watching TV or streaming, honestly, because then, you know, this is nice because I can just talk to you guys. Like, I'm just plowing, so I don't have to, like, really super focus on what I'm doing. And we get to just hang out, so that's kind of fun. I missed you guys. I am so sorry that I was gone for so long. It was hard to come back, though. I will say that. Oh, hang on one second, folks. I'm getting a business call. I will be right back. Sorry about that. I just kept plowing and plowing and plowing and plowing. Sorry, guys. I had to take that call. That was one of my clients, Joe Gableman. And so anyway. Mods. Actually, I do have a lot of mods. Okay, so, but not really anything that's huge. First of all, like usual, I don't use anything ever that expands capacity or cheats capacity or cheats speed, like harvesters with 50,000, you know, liter hoppers, stuff like that. I don't do that. But we have here this Christmas tree mod. What else is modded? This thing has a workshop, so I don't have my normal workshop mod that I use, but I do have a modded workshop that I use sometimes. So, yeah, AKA like 10, right? I think I have like 80 so mods loaded. I mean, I've got a bunch of tractors and harvesters. I'm just not currently using them, but they're loaded. So, thank you, Josh. Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys. I do definitely feel better, and I'm glad to be alive. I'll tell you what. So, anyway, Joel was calling. Joel, he wanted me to go to do a drone shoot, but then he talked himself out of it. I'm like, oh, it's a long way away, and it's for not good money. So he was like, actually, forget it. He's like, I'll just have my local guy do it. It's like a 2-hour trip to get paid $100, and it's not worth it. Generally, when I go out and do a photo shoot, it's a $300 to $400 deal. So to make $100 for 4 or 2.5, 3 hours of driving, it's not worth it. So, but it's money, so I was like, well, yeah, all right. I got a big glass of ice water. Hey, Gwen, have good work. Thank you, and I'm glad to be back. You're like 10, right, Pedro? In use, not that many. You give me a 3.5? Okay. I know. Well, that too. Yeah, I don't think he was. It would have to be like tomorrow or the next day. Right now, today it's too cold. It has to be about 30 degrees. 33, 35, somewhere around there for the drone to operate. I had a shoot with it at the beginning of this week. So I did go out there Tuesday. I had a shoot, and it was fine, but it was also 33 degrees out. So let's party, right? Yeah, this time of year, work is never good. I mean, it is what it is. We try to plan for it so that we're not like financially hurting in the winter. So $3.50. Oh, as in tree fitty. I see. $3.50. That's because I farted, darling. You smell too. Whoa. I don't know. Something just clacked. Look how far along we are. We're already over halfway done on this field. Good for us. Let's see. Our weather is down there. Oh, that's funny. Now, where is down there, Cameo, if you don't mind me asking? You can give region. You don't have to give locality. He who smelt it, dealt it. That's right. Yeah, do not give us an address. We want a party. We're West Tennessee. Oh, yeah, you guys are, I mean, we're about the same. It's 20 degrees out, I think, today. 20, maybe 25. 20 degrees? Okay, it is 20. Yep. And it did snow last night, just a little bit. Thank goodness we don't have smell-o-vision. I would not sign up for that even if we did. I remember. Yes, they had a little device that could put smells out. Oh. Yeah. So my wife said they had a thing in the 90s where they had a show on TV, and you could go to the grocery store. This is in England, of course, so not. I don't remember this in America, but maybe they did it. But she said that you'd go to the store, and you would buy a scratch and sniff card for that show, and then when you watch the show, it would kind of prompt you when to sniff the card, like what parts of the card to sniff, and so you could smell it. Yeah, that's true, Cameo. Man, so you've been still on blood thinner. Wow, that's crazy. Snozberries. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. It's kind of like that whole, remember the glasses with the 3D TV thing? Like, that was so funny. The 4D snuff at Disney. Yeah, scratch and sniff. You get scratch and sniff perfume. That's so funny. Yeah, it is cold. We had a definite temperature drop. I wish it would snow. Like I said, we got a little teeny bit. I love snow. I would if it's going to be crappy out, I'd rather have it like be really snowy. But then again, oh my gosh, Cameo, that's crazy. Yeah, that's when my friend had to go in. My friend Zach had to go into the hospital because his lungs were clotting. Scary stuff, man. Blech! Those ice cubes taste terrible. The frick? What the heck? Why does it taste so bad? Ugh. I need to put more Arm & Hammer in there. Did it snow there, Sue? Ugh. Those ice cubes taste terrible. They taste like onions. What? I don't know. He's probably mad that Violet went upstairs without paying attention to him. Well, we made it. I survived an hour of streaming, and I'm still alive. And you guys are still here, so we'll try to keep going for a little bit longer. Oh, my wife is still here. She tried to make one snowman already, but we just haven't had enough snow for a good snowman. She made a little one, and then he melted into the flower pot. That's right. Better safe than sorry. Yep. Yeah. Still here. Still there. Oh, she was still in England. Ah. Yes. Why is it snowing in? Oh, because you're in England. Yeah. So they had snow in England, but we don't have snow in America. Go figure. That's a reverse. The whole week? How much snow did they get? Really? It's like a half an inch. Gotta shut everything down. Shut it down. It's like Florida on the snow, or Texas. Oh God, it's snow. It's because they don't have the road equipment to deal with it. Hey, well, how's it go? How's it going, Rathama? Are you out west? Winter in the morning, real cold. Desert sounds like warm in the morning, hot in the afternoon, cool in the evenings. Sounds like you're in the desert. Yeah, New Mexico. There you go. I love New Mexico. I so want to go out west again. It's been so many years since I've been out there. I miss the mountains and I didn't spend a lot of time in New Mexico, but I did go. We went to the Canyon de Shelley, I think it's called, or de Chalet or something like that. I don't know. Well, that was beautiful. I'm trying to think of where else we went. We did go to several places, and then we were in Arizona too, of course. But I remember New Mexico being beautiful. I spent a night in Santa Fe when I was on a work trip, and I loved it. It's so pretty. I wonder if we'll get another out west map. Speaking of like out west, if we'll get another one. I don't know if you guys remember those American, like Mustang Ranch or whatever it was. They had the out west map, the American Outback. That would be great to have one of those maps again, because that was a cool map. I wonder what's going on. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. The lime is being really weird on this field. You guys see how it's like drawing in a strange way? That's bizarre. Ah, you've been in Colorado too? Ah. Yeah, Colorado's beautiful. Yeah. It wasn't the Mustang Valley Ranch, though. It was the other one, the American Outback one. Same map, but different field layout. And I loved that. Hey, what's up, King Pitt? Good to see ya. Feeling much better, my friend. Glad to be back. Like I said, we'll be doing this stream today, and then hopefully I'll be back on my regular schedule on Monday. That is maybe some streaming during the day and definite streaming during the evenings, Monday through Thursday. And I apologize once again. I just didn't have it in me to stream the last couple weeks. I'm just too tired, too ill. But it's good to be back with all my friends. Well, you present company excluded. Jeez. My wife, she's like, oh, gee, thanks. Like, I'm not including you. Mustang Ranch was a good argument for Big Bud. What's that, baby? You know what I mean. Oh, Lord. I know. Alfie the puppy. Alfie the puppy. He is a darn cute little dog. Yep, that's what we're going to be doing. Monday night will be the return to hardcore mode for SnowRunner. We haven't done anything on hardcore mode. Gosh, I mean, it's been at least 4 weeks since I've done any hardcore mode recordings. So, like, beginning of December. And so I apologize for that. We are coming back to it. Micah and I did a bunch of SnowRunner yesterday off, like, my Tamir series, and then also the Yukon. We're almost done with just the regular. Actually, I think we're all done with the missions on Big Salmon Peak, finally. So all we have left now are the factory missions. So I'm really glad to be finished with that, because Big Salmon Peak, I want to get out of there. I'm tired of the Yukon. We've been there for almost 6 months now. Actually, maybe more. That has been such a huge map. So a month. Yeah, that sounds about right. So we'll be back to that on Monday night. That is the plan. I know there's so many games. There's good stuff out there. Played Flight Sim a little bit. It had been almost a month since I'd played Flight Sim. It took me, I think, 4 hours to get the game back up and running because it had to patch and all this stuff. It took forever. But I flew around for a bit in Flight Sim the other night. You tired of Michigan? Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing hardcore mode the way that I am, because I'm tired of being in Michigan. But we're done with Michigan. Now we got to... Are you going up to bed? All right, honey. My wife is going up to nap. So, yeah, Michigan is... we need to finish Alaska. We just finished... I think we finished most of the missions on Tamir, too. The non-factory missions. There's so many missions. And then, of course, Railroads Online. We haven't played that in a while, too. That game is great, so I miss all of those. Dre, how's it going, my friend? Good to see ya. Pow, pow. It's a good day and then a golden retriever. Yes, so the days are getting longer. Spring is coming. We're scooting through the winter. It's good stuff. It's a great game. I think the hardcore mode way is, I will in a little bit, honey. My wife wants me to come. Hey, get out of there. Hermione. No, this is New Holland, as in all the equipment is by New Holland. You're only laying down, not sleeping? Okay, all right. I will in a bit, honey, but I'm going to stream for a little bit longer. The dogs just knocked all your stuff off your desk, by the way. I don't know why they did that, but they did. She has a face ache. That is part of what we got going on because our sinuses are all blocked. So achy faces and full sinuses, and been fun. I'll be up in a little bit. Behave yourself. I know. That's what she's asking for. She wants me to come up and rub her face. When I'm done plowing this field, honey, then I will come up, okay? I'll clean the tractor up and take the thing back and get the rock thing, and then I'll come upstairs. Just drinking a lot of water? Oh, it's from looking at me. Thanks, honey. The neti pots. Oh. You said, oh, burn. I do the hot tub works for me. When I go in the hot tub, I just kind of rub hot water on my face, and then it's like, it actually clears your sinuses because then it's cold out. So your head's above the water, and it's like, ooh, and then you can breathe. So when I want to clear out, going in the hot tub actually works really well. So there you go. I don't now. How do you make a neti pot? I don't even know. Is that something that you buy? Okay, so you have to purchase them. Speaking of which, I need to put chlorine in my hot tub. I love the hot tub. That has been a happy part of my life. I'm going to be grilling outside tonight, too, because I have chicken that came out of the freezer that I need to cook. I'm going to smoke it. So I'm going to do like a rub and then cook it. Oh, ooh, do you actually like put it up your nose? Ooh, that sounds painful. Ooh. Ugh. Navage. Okay, I always hear the commercials for that on AM radio. Navage. Oh, there you go. Okay, that makes sense, Amratha. You'll have to catch us on one of our trucky adventures. The mouth of the pot goes up your nostril. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've never obviously used one of those before. There you go, T.R. Summers. Oh, weird. Okay, so it's a pressure washer for your sinus. Weird. That sounds a bit painful. But maybe not. It probably feels good. Especially if you're, like, really backed up. Oh, wow. Yeah, that actually would feel really good, honestly. Saline spray. I'll have to look into it because, you know, I get really badly plugged up. Hey, we did it. We're all plowed. Yay. Thank you, Blake. Yeah, I'm glad to be feeling better. Thank you, sir. I get really blocked up during spring, like when the juniper, I think it's juniper that I'm allergic to. I don't know, I'm not sure exactly what it is I'm allergic to, but I have, obviously, you guys have experienced it before, really bad allergies in the spring, and I'll have to try a neti pot, because what happens is my sinuses get all the way blocked. So, but yeah, I am glad to be feeling better, Blake. I really appreciate that. It has been a rough 2 weeks, man, and I'm glad to be back and streaming again. So I'm going to clean this up. It sounds like my wife needs some attention. So we're going to clean the tractor up, return it to the plow to the shop, and then I'm going to grab a rock picker, and we're going to come on back and call it a night. And then once again, I will be back on Monday. So if you guys don't see me this weekend, I may try to get on this weekend a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. But for sure Monday night we'll be back on. And I might even come on during the day because, like I said, we're starting this new series where I'm building farms. And while I'm doing the build, I think we're going to be doing it online. So that might happen this weekend. I want to try to spend some time with my kids if I can, though, also. So we'll see. But let's go ahead and run back up to the shop. And that sounds good, Cameo. It was good to see you also, another brick. Blake, sorry, guys. I know I rock time. I want to check real quick and see also how our production is going. We should have some oil produced. Very little. And once again, this is what people were saying. The problem with the oil production is it's really slow. So, yeah. There's one carton of canola oils. Yeah, IROC actually showed up midway, right? All right, guys. Let's go get the rock picker, and then it'll be time to love on my wife. Oh, look at that big cedar we got. I forgot about that. That thing's awesome. Look at that. That's freaking huge. Awesome. Yeah, productions are slow. Some of them are slower than others, though. But, yeah, they are slow. And they cost money to run. That's the rub. All right, so we're going to take this, return that. Oh, I had purchased that. Do you guys remember me buying that? I definitely didn't want to buy it, so that's good that we returned it. But because we don't ever have to plow again. So I never have to plow again. Rock picker. We're going to rent this. Lease. Oh, so we had more money than I thought. Thank goodness for that. Chickens and greenhouses. Right. I'm positive of that, Pedro. And especially on this iteration of the game, there's so much that they can easily do to make the game better. All right, so next time we join each other, it's going to be for some rock picking. Like I said, I may come back again later on this weekend. I'm not, once again, the promised stream is on Monday, but that doesn't mean that I won't be back. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend if I don't see you. But I do hope to see you in the next couple days. I may even stream tomorrow morning, being Saturday. So we'll see. But have a great night, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help if you're on YouTube. And we will see you next time. Have a good night, guys. Bye.